Welcome to the latest episode of Digging into the Future. I'm Lynn Smullen, your host for today, and joining me is Sanjay Bhutani, Chief Business Officer of AdaniConneX. Welcome, Sanjay.
Thank you.
Sanjay, you have had some really exciting initiatives happen, I think most recently with some of your expansion plans. Perhaps you could give a little bit of introduction on AdaniConneX and yourself and your role within Adani.
We are the newest kid on block. Yeah. We are only 3-year-old.
Oh, fantastic.
And this is a very great relationship. Adani brings in skills which are infrastructure. Mm-hmm. Adani is well known in India for larger infrastructure. And AdaniConneX brings in design, build and operate.
Excellent.
That actually completes us in terms of having one side infrastructure, other side is getting your what data center needs. Mm-hmm. So this journey has been very exciting for us, and India needed this kind of partnership which helps us to build large infrastructure. Excellent. And safety is the biggest priority for us, the quality and the speed. And all three are critical in their own areas. And we have done well. As far as the expansion goes, we started the journey about 3 years back, as I said. Right. And this journey has helped us to find a lot of newness in India. And today we stand at about almost 200 megawatt projects are already running. And at the same time, what we are doing is we are building data centers which are future ready. Mm-hmm. So, which comes from cooling. Mm-hmm. Today we use air cool, and tomorrow we have to use immersion cooling or a liquid cooling. So we are creating a hybrid kind of a solution which helps customer to have air and liquid cool at a same under the same roof. So that is one piece which is helping us. The second aspect is more important. How do we make sure the global culture fits in India? And we are making sure all our employees of AdaniConneX in India gets trained in either Dublin or Amsterdam or Frankfurt. And all these guys go through months and months for the training, and that helps us when they come back to India, the Indian context, they are able to implement a lot of good global practices.
Oh, fantastic.
And really it's exciting time for us. And of course, AI is coming up very, very fast. And we see our future expansion is going to be, like Mumbai, we are building a more than 1,000 megawatt under one roof. And that takes a lot of time in terms of doing a master planning. Mm-hmm. Master planning from a perspective, we have to have a site which is energy ready, in terms of our design, in terms of our execution, in terms of our permits, in terms of how do we make sure we get a maximum output when we do operations. So there is a lot goes, as I said, master planning is the key to everything what we do. And AdaniConneX is helping us, Adani is helping us. So our parents are really, really rock solid, which is helping AdaniConneX to be stronger.
Well, I'll tell you, first off, thank you for sharing that story. One of the things that most impressed me, as you and I spoke earlier, is you with AdaniConneX is doing what we as an industry are realizing is so important, and that's deeper relationships between energy providers, infrastructure, and data center providers. Can you speak to what some of the things you're seeing there as a result of that partnership, as you talked about a little bit about culture, but how that knowledge and experience is complementary between energy and data centers?
So the day we started this business, we always told our customer, we are giving them energy as a service, not data center as a service. Everybody and anybody can make data center. But energy as a service, what does this mean to customer is, ultimately we have to bring in reliable power and make sure all the energy ingredients in terms of taking indemnities for the life of project is very important. While energy is coming from different sources, and at the same time, every customer needs green energy. Sustainability is a goal all of us have taken some day, some month, some year. We have to be 100% green. Mm-hmm. So we are using Adani's infrastructure, which helps our customer to get actually 100% green energy. And that is something which is customers are loving it. While getting energy infrastructure, people wanting a newness in solutions. So we have gone to national grid to get power for them. At the same time, what we are delivering, we are taking operations of energy outside the data center. Mm-hmm. that also helps them to get a confidence. Yes, India is a place which can get good solutions. As far as the culture goes, you touched upon our culture part of it. So cultural fit is equally important for us in terms of the AdaniConneX is US-based company and Adani is Indian company. While people are getting trained in terms of cultural fit, we are making sure people from AdaniConneX live in India. They are making sure all global practices are being adopted by our people. At the same time, we send our people there. So all these site heads and a lot of roles, whether safety, whether operations, whether testing, commissioning, we have global guys on our side, and which is loved by our customers.
That's fantastic. What I love about that story is that you're taking the cultures of AdaniConneX and Adani, blending the best of both to create almost your own new culture of sorts with AdaniConneX. Customer-centric. You know, one of the things you and I also spoke about was their sustainability and just how important that is. Can you speak to a little bit some of the exciting initiatives I know you're taking on as AdaniConneX in the area of sustainability?
So sustainability, we look at it very holistically. So sustainability covers, of course, energy. And energy is the most critical. If you look at the scarcity in some of the continents, energy is not available. Energy security is very, very key from a sustainability point of view. We have actually expanded sustainability to a water. If you look at a data center, they consume a lot of water. So we have undertaken projects and we have done a deep study with one of our partner, and they gave us a holistic view. How do we make sure we give back water to society? And that roadmap is made, execution is underway, and our customers are loving this concept and they are wanting to see the execution. So there's a second bit of it. The third is in the value chain. How do we make sure sustainable and reliable solutions are getting implemented, whether in design, whether in construction, whether in implementation and operations. All four verticals are really helping us to have sustainable. While artificial intelligence is on cards, we are really working hard to make sure, how do we make sure our data centers are more and more sustainable, which helps us to have a better PUE, power utilization efficiency, which helps customer to have a lot of modern things which we are implementing. Likewise in operations, how do we make sure we create an environment where it's almost humanless data center that helps to be automate a lot of stuff in our data center.
Sanjay, one of the things I love that you spoke of also is about talent and the importance of talent and culture. If there's one thing that we're all finding globally is how tough it is to attract the best talent in such a competitive environment, but also to retain it. I know you have some incredible initiatives underway right now as AdaniConneX to do just that. Can you share a little bit about that?
Let's say after energy, I think this is the most important subject. How do we attract talent? And ultimately, this data center industry is very niche. And while we make data center, we have always lived on a philosophy 40, 30, and 30. 40% people, we get it from data center industry. 30% people are coming from colleges. And 30% are coming from adjacencies of data center. So this mix is helping us to create a larger pool. And this pool actually is very innovative. The 30% are college guys, and they have got us artificial intelligence and safety, which is first of its kind by these college guys, and which is loved by all the hyperscaler. While we are building culture, of course, newness is required, a lot of agility is required. So we are making sure people are very, very informal. At the same time, these guys are super intelligent, a lot of technical stuff goes in a data center. So blend of college experience and adjacencies is helping us to be agile and making sure we deliver quality, we are able to attract customers, we are able to get best of our employees. At the same time, a lot of fun is required in a work. So that fun culture is the best thing to have, and let's not create anything which puts pressure on anybody. So that fun culture is, everyone is liking it, and that's the reason our attrition rate has been very, very low so far.
Oh, exceptional, exceptional. Well, it's so true because we spend as much time, if not more, with each other in work as we do with our families.
Of course.
Right, and so how important it is to create that familial environment, but also a place where people feel and enjoy that they're having fun.
Correct.
And they're centered in purpose.
Cool.
Excellent. Tell me a little bit more about some of the initiatives. We talked about power, and that is an important topic. It's a critical topic for us as an industry. How are you looking at AI and supporting AI, whether it's in training or inference? How is that changing the way you're now looking at how you expand and how you support clients, both current but also in the future?
So this data center business starts with the design thinking.
Right.
And design thinking is very important in any vertical or any business. So our business is to have a best design out of design thinking. And while do a design thinking, we have to make sure our data center are future ready. I'll give you 2 or 3 data points.
Okay.
One is while making a data center, earlier data centers height was 4 meter, 5 meter. We are doing 7 to 9 meter data center height. So that as and when the artificial intelligence equipments come, so this should not become at least 15, 20 years, this data center can be used. Second, in terms of readiness for a cooling is the biggest unknown for data center as of now. But at the same time, we are in touch with a lot of operators, those who build cooling system. And while we do all of this, the expansion and the scope what we have is huge. We are making sure the partnership, like I'll give you a second data point in terms of while we build data center, there's a core and shell, the building.
Right.
And the building happens 2-3 ways. One is a concrete, second is a steel, third is a prefabricated. We have participated in prefab companies wherein we have invested in those companies and they are exclusively working for us. So we are able to cut some timeline and make sure that does not become a constraint. The third data point is, of course, the people. And people are helping us to have best of operations. Like we introduced a lot of artificial intelligence in our operations, which helps us to be very, very agile in terms of cleaning, in terms of serving coffee, in terms of making sure the lights are off wherever people are not traveling. So a lot of initiatives, even a chiller, how do we make sure we make optimal use of chiller? So artificial intelligence is being adopted by us, but at the same time when my customer comes in, so they are able to see the newness in a design and data center and operations, all 3 verticals.
Oh, excellent. So you're not only servicing and supporting your clients for AI, you're taking advantage of it for how you run and operate your business and driving efficiencies there.
Correct.
Excellent. Tell me a little bit more about some of your expansion. I know you have, how many sites do you have today? I believe you're growing beyond 1 gigawatt by very short timeline. What are some of your exciting expansion plans?
So we are building data center, all metro cities, and these metro cities, the data center are starting with 500 megawatt to, as I said, Mumbai, we are building 1 campus, which is more than 1,000 megawatt.
Incredible.
And if you have to build 1,000 megawatt, you have to get almost about 2 gigawatt of power. So as I said, master planning is important. While we take sites, we are making sure from a permit perspective, parallel action is done. While getting energy of 2 gigawatt, how do we make sure we secure this energy, which is pretty reliable? So these are the things which helps us to expand. And there are many more cities which are going to come. The tier 2, tier 3 towns are going to become, and they will evolve with the time. Because India has got a 5G recently, and all 5G sites have to be fiberized. Once those sites are fiberized, we'll have a product. So we are looking for expanding into tier 2 and tier 3 towns, which are going to help us make sure our base expand from 4 or 5 cities to 50 to 100.
It sounds like you have quite an expansion plan there, very exciting, and alongside with 5G and other innovations. How are you achieving some of this with partnerships, and how do you view the role of partners? That's one of the things that we're all seeing is up and down the value chain, how important partners are in that, and in building a strong ecosystem. How do you view partners?
So that's the utmost priority, to have a right partner in place. As I said, for a core and shell, while we are building core and shell, prefab company, we are participating equity, we are participating so much so that we become a partner in terms of buying it. We are the partner in getting a product from them, so that they feel this is only one company who's providing, and this becomes a big collaboration area. And second is biggest is our MEP. MEP is also, we are looking at an option, how can we participate in MEP companies, which helps us to become partner instead of buying it. Third, the safety, which is very important. Safety perspective, we have got a homegrown artificial intelligence tools, and we are expanding on that subject and making sure safety is something is a journey all of us have to travel, and our customers are very making sure safety becomes the biggest priority for us, and we are investing in a lot of talent, lot of tools, equipments. We are putting it on our side so that everyone is safe, and that partnership is underway. Last not the least, which is how do we get GPU in a data center? That partnership has to go a long way, wherein not only GPU, how do we provide service, pay-per-use basis, which helps customer to make best use of it from an enterprise perspective.
How does data sovereignty, are you seeing that impact your business in any way?
So data sovereignty is very important. India has got almost 1,000 megawatt available in India, and almost 70% of data, Indian data, goes out. And now federal government is working on a legislation, and that legislation is going to help us to have data. But at the same time, India is at a juncture where India's cloud is only 10 to 12%. Adoption rate is 10 to 12%. Where if I have to talk about the developed countries, they are 60 to 70%. So we have a huge runway to cover.
That's a lot of opportunity, by the way.
Absolutely.
That means a lot of opportunity.
So if we have to cover huge runway of between 10, 12% to 60, 70%, so that is something which is a big opportunity for all of us, and make sure we grab it and we are able to help customer to grow their business. So CIOs are a driving seat. They are the one who are earning revenues for the organization. Earlier they were only supporting arm. Because of data center, because of the products what we are building for India, that will actually, there's a long way to cover.
Well, it sounds like you have an incredible future ahead as AdaniConneX, both the demand that you're seeing from your clients and your ability to support it both in central but also edge locations as you expand.
Correct.
10, 12 to 60% in terms of, that's incredible opportunity.
Cool.
Sanjay, thank you so much for your time today. We are so appreciative of you and your partnership with PTC. We wish you great success and can't thank you enough for your thoughts, sharing your thoughts and your leadership today as part of digging into the future.